Welcome everybody to Windows OS Details. This section is going to be a little bit different than the other sections in this entire video library. This section's a lot more informational, not necessarily full of commands. If you've actually been through this section in the RTFM, you'll know that it's packed full of version numbers and build numbers. So let's jump over here, let's look at this document and see what's available. We provide Windows 10 and 11 IDs, we provide the version numbers, and the date it was released. Now, in order to better understand how to use this information during a red team assessment, I want to run through a fictitious example, a fictitious scenario. Let's say you're off on an operation, you just list the build number on a machine that you're trying to exploit, and you compare it to this table. Let's say that the computer comes up 1909 here, which is a Windows 10 version that was released in 2019. Now, the first thing you should say is, why hasn't this machine been updated since 2019? And seeing a build that's this old should really tip you off that there could be a lot of vulnerabilities and a lot of exploits available to target this individual operating system. Now, once you find an operating system that hasn't been patched, one of the first things you should do is go over to trusty old exploit database. From there, you can search Windows 10, search out your build ID or your build number that you found, and then see any exploits that could apply to that older version of Windows. So example here, SMB Ghost, I'm not exactly sure what this is, but you could easily click it, read through it, see what information is available. So again, list out the build number on your target machine. We'll be covering some of those commands in the situational awareness section of this video library. You're gonna wanna take that build number, look it up in the table, see what date that operating system was released, and if it's a little bit old, start searching, start Googling, see what exploits could apply to that specific build number. And that's a wrap on the section. As I said, a little bit shorter than what we're used to, but super useful information. I hope that this really helps you in your red team assessments. Click through to the next section and we're going to be talking about Windows administrative binaries and why that list of administrative binaries can be helpful when we're enumerating a target machine.